Well, hey guys, hi, Brent Abel here, WebTennis.com, with the answer follow-up video segment to this week's episode of What's the Right Shot. Hope you are having a great day so far, wherever you are. Let me tee up the players here. We've got Tim Garcia serving. His partner is Sal Castillo. Jeff Seichman is returning serve, and his partner is Len Wofford. And this is from the 2015 Crable Capital Men's 60s, $25,000 Masters tournament. This was a doubles semifinals match. And let me kind of take this through slow motion. A lot of you commented saying this was a great return to serve lob. And I think Jeff does a nice job here, obviously with the placement of the lob, but also scooting in to make sure that he joins his partner up at net. One of the things that we saw here is that we got both players in the serving team kind of gummed up over there, and trying to figure out who was gonna play this return shot. And so this team looks in pretty good shape, right? I mean, we got both guys over here. Even got Sal off of the court. He's outside the alley. And I think 99 out of 100 times someone's going to lob this ball back. But Tim does the unexpected, and actually ends up playing a tough ground stroke over here. But before that, before he does that, let's talk about the positioning here of Len Wofford. And I think Len is too close to the net. One of the rules that I go by in doubles is that when the ball is cross court from you, is that you need to stick yourself back here in the back third of the service box. And certainly in this situation here, I mean, a lob is so predictable, even though you're right, it doesn't happen. I think Len's got to be more anticipating a lob coming and not being too close to the net, because if a lob does come out of Tim right here, this thing is going to be wide open. So with that said, Tim, of course, does not lob, plays a very tough ball that gets down low here to Jeff. Now, a lot of you said, well, why didn't Jeff just stick a nasty volley over here into the open court? Well, come on. I mean, look at where he is. This is not an easy volley. If he'd been able to get over there maybe a step sooner and catch the ball maybe a little bit higher, yeah, the stroke technique would have been a whole lot better. But we saw that didn't happen. He did his best to get it over there. And now these guys are both recovering. And now what happens is, what do we get? We get this lob, and this is where I stopped the video and asked you guys, what shot would you play if you are Len Wofford? And I stopped it right here. And majority has said Lenny's a left-handed player. He ought to carve this thing for a winner over here, and I think he's too deep in the court. This is not an easy shot. I mean, he's continuing to go backwards on this as he makes contact. So, yeah, I mean, you can try this, but if it doesn't get past Sal out here, then what happens is Jeff has got to cover up this alley. Len's got to now be looking to cover the middle, and he's got to be looking to cover a short angle possibility of a slice backhand over here. Plus, Len's got to be covering the lob. So I just think if he doesn't hit a winner over here, and the risk is pretty high that he won't, that it really stretches out Jeff and Len in terms of having to cover the court. Lottie said just stick it down the middle. And, sticking it down the middle is fine. But if you hit it with too much pace, you're still hung out here to dry. You don't have enough time to really be able to recover. So I think what I want you to be thinking of in this shot here is, yeah, obviously you want to be thinking about shot placement, but you also want to be thinking about what shot can I hit that helps me get back in here to cover up the court. A lot of you said just bang it down here to this side, which is Tim's backhand, but that's not going to bother Tim, and it shouldn't bother you. Thinking about where you want to play this to just because it's to a backhand, I don't think is the right shot. So what we get here is we get a ball in the middle, and yeah, I mean, now we are going to a big forehand. And, you know, Lenny's realizing right now, this is wide open. You know, what's to say that Tim couldn't play his forehand in here? He could certainly do that as well. And obviously, you know, a deep lob is a possibility. Well, you know, Tim steps in. He steps in and takes this ball early on the rise and drives it right in the middle. And I'm thinking right now that Len's also thinking, partner, help me out here. I think he's going to take this, and what ends up happening is it gets through the middle. It gets through the middle on these guys. So, look, I'm going to play this through in real time a couple times. I want you to watch it. I want you to study it, and then I'll do a slow-mo. And then right below the video, let me know what's on your mind, either with Len's overhead or anything else you see in this point in terms of a shot placement. And, you know, I'm really, really interested now in court positioning, helping you guys this year, 2016, really improving your court positioning skills. So right below the video, let me know what's on your mind. And as always, get out there today and make it another unbelievably great day.